Viewers, shifting our focus to the world of cricket now. The ICC has officially ejected Bangladesh from the Men's T20 World Cup after 2026 after the Bangladesh Cricket Board refused to travel to India, citing security concerns. The ICC found no credible threat and rejected Bangladesh's request to shift matches to Sri Lanka. As a result, Scotland has been drafted in as Bangladesh's replacement in Group C, where they will face England, Italy, West Indies and Nepal. Meanwhile, Pakistan Cricket Board chief has backed Bangladesh, saying that ICC is doing injustice to Bangladesh. He also said that Pakistan government will decide whether Pakistan will play the tournament or not. The World Cup begins 7th of February, co-hosted by India and Sri Lanka. Have a look.
मेरा ख्याल है बांग्लादेश के साथ ज़्यादती हुई है और मैंने आईसीसी की बोर्ड की मीटिंग में भी यही कहा था, आप डबल स्टैंडर्ड्स नहीं कर सकते हैं कि एक मुल्क के लिए आप कहें कि जी जो मर्जी जब मर्जी फैसला कर ले और दूसरे मुल्क के लिए टोटली ऑपोजिट फैसला करें। और इसीलिए हमने ये स्टैंड लिया है कि बांग्लादेश के साथ ज़्यादती हो रही है। बांग्लादेश को हर सूरत में वर्ल्ड कप में उनको खिलाना चाहिए, वो एक बड़ा स्टेक होल्डर है और उनके साथ ये ज़्यादती नहीं होनी चाहिए।
उन्होंने मेरे ख्याल में सही एक्शन लिया है, तो क्योंकि जब तक अब स्ट्रिक्ट नहीं रहेंगे, जब तक आप एक्शन नहीं लेंगे तो उसमें ख्याल में फिर काम बराबर नहीं होता। बट लेकिन जो भी रिपोर्ट्स आ रहे हैं, आईसीसी ने जो बांग्लादेश को खेलने से बैन किया बोल के ऐसे रिपोर्ट्स आ रहे हैं, स्कॉटलैंड की टीम आने वाली बोल के ऐसे रिपोर्ट्स आ रहे हैं। बट ऐसा किया है तो मैं समझता हूँ ये बिल्कुल सही डिसीजन है।
So we have eminent sports journalist Vineet Ramakrishnan joining us live right now. Vineet, good morning and thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast. So we're given to understand that ICC has ejected Bangladesh from Men's T20 World Cup. Now it is very important to understand what precedent does this set for future multinational tournaments hosted in India, and also could Bangladesh challenge the ICC decision legally or diplomatically, you think?
Good morning, Suganya. From the BCB standpoint, they did make a statement after this announcement was made that Bangladesh Cricket Board would not be taking this action. Earlier, there were reports that they would be going to the Dispute Resolution Committee, which is a subcommittee of the ICC, and they could take that route. But then again, what we are given to understand is that they will not be taking that decision. And from ICC's perspective, that was exactly the point where ICC were rigid on their stand. They don't want to create or make a wrong precedent where tomorrow some other team or some other board comes to them and says that, we are not happy playing in a certain place or certain country. So that's the wrong precedent that would be, set if Bangladesh's request of venue relocation was allowed here. Again, those things have happened in the past, but that is based on verified security threats. And ICC had made it very clear that Bangladesh team did not have any significant security threat as per a risk assessment report that via an independent agency, ICC had done this, and they did not identify any major security threat to the Bangladesh team. So that is the reason why ICC stuck to their stand of not considering BCB's request of venue reallocation. And BCB, after 3 months or 3 weeks of negotiations, have also taken that decision from the ICC, and in fact their media chairman also put out a statement saying that we accept ICC board's decision here, and they will not be taking this forward. But again, this is a loss to the Bangladesh cricket players more than anything else. And also the chairman added that this was a decision of not playing in India was taken by the government and not by the Bangladesh Cricket Board itself. Even the players were not, consulted here in this. Generally, when security issues and stuff like that come up, it is generally the players whose call is taken here. The board generally goes to the players and asks them, are you willing to travel to a certain place or not, and whether or not they are comfortable with that. But here it has the exact opposite thing that happened, and it was the government's decision. You could call it as kind of a political statement being made at the cost of the players here. But the ultimate loss is for the players. And as you mentioned, ICC have already replaced Scotland with Bangladesh in their itinerary.
Right. So, we feel like sportsmanship has gone for a toss honestly, after what the Pakistani side said that Bangladesh ke saath zyadati hui hai. So do you think the ICC had exhausted all neutral venue options before ejecting Bangladesh? I mean, even though it's a very unfair thing to ask, but do you think they actually considered that for a while? And what do you make of the statement? Like, clearly sportsmanship has gone for a toss, saying ki Bangladesh ke saath zyadati hui hai.
Well, from an ICC standpoint, there was no question of exhausting neutral venue options. As I mentioned, ICC was very much clear that if there is no major security threat, there is no other reason to consider Bangladesh's stand of request of reallocation. Bangladesh Cricket Board were repeatedly given assurance from the ICC. A security detailed plan was sent out to them, giving assurances that it is ICC who would take on the security. Yes, India are the host for this T20 World Cup, but this is a global tournament and it is run by the ICC. And a repeated reassurances and security detailed plan were given to Bangladesh, reassuring that you will be safe in this country. Yet it was a political statement, political stand by the Bangladesh Cricket Board. So ICC had no other choice. And it was, again, on the contrary to everybody saying that this was a hard stand by the ICC. In fact, this was a procedural stand by the ICC. It was what, ICC went about with the due process. They also did a board meeting where board members voted, and 14 board members out of 16 voted in favor of ICC sticking to their schedule. So there was no question of ICC exhausting any other options, because ICC did not have any other option. Coming to the Pakistan bit of it, well, look, Pakistan's now this threat of boycott and solidarity with Bangladesh is disproportionate. It is fundamentally, it is not aligned with what is the root cause of this problem. Pakistan are playing their matches outside of India in Sri Lanka because of the hybrid model system. And whatever statement that Mohsin Naqvi is making here, it is very much clear that it is not with safety concerns for Bangladesh. It is his or Pakistan government's way of their opportunity to really take a dig at BCCI, take a dig at the ICC's authority, and even India's hosting right. So this is all theatrics beyond cricketing logic. If you had any issue with the Bangladesh team, you should have raised it much, much earlier. The thing is done.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it is more than theatrics than anything else, Sukanya.
Right, absolutely, Vineet. Thank you so much for sharing your input with us and for putting things into perspective.